Antarctica, a vast icy continent at the bottom of our world. This remote and desolate land is one of the most extreme environments on Earth, with temperatures that can plummet to -80 degrees Celsius. It may seem a world away from the sun-drenched shores of the UAE, but this frozen giant plays a crucial role in the Earth's climate system. Despite its isolation, Antarctica is deeply connected to the rest of the planet. It acts like a giant mirror, reflecting sunlight back into space and helping to regulate global temperatures. This albedo effect is vital in maintaining the Earth's energy balance and keeping our climate stable. Its ice sheets, formed over millions of years, hold vast amounts of fresh water, locking it away from the oceans. These ice sheets are so massive that if they were to melt completely, global sea levels could rise by over 60 meters. Antarctica's influence extends far beyond its frozen borders. The cold, dense water that forms around Antarctica sinks and drives a global network of ocean currents, distributing heat and nutrients around the world. The icy continent drives ocean currents, influences weather patterns, and provides a home to unique and fragile ecosystems. Penguins, seals, and a variety of seabirds thrive in this harsh environment, adapted to survive the extreme cold. Changes in Antarctica, however subtle, can have ripple effects that reach every corner of the globe, including the deserts and coastlines of the UAE. As ice melts and sea levels rise, the impacts are felt worldwide, highlighting the interconnectedness of our planet's systems. Our planet is warming, and the evidence is clear. Global temperatures are rising at an alarming rate, primarily due to human activities that release greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. These gases trap heat, causing the Earth's average temperature to rise. This warming trend, however, is not uniform. The polar regions, particularly the Antarctic, are experiencing the effects of climate change more intensely. As temperatures rise, the Antarctic ice sheet is melting at an accelerating pace. This melting ice contributes to rising sea levels, which poses a significant threat to coastal communities worldwide, including those in the UAE. Imagine a future where the shimmering skyscrapers of Dubai are threatened by encroaching seawater. This is not a scene from a science fiction film, but a potential consequence of rising sea levels. As the Antarctic ice sheet melts, the added water flows into the oceans, causing sea levels to rise globally. The UAE, with its extensive coastline and low-lying areas, is particularly vulnerable to this threat. Rising sea levels could inundate coastal communities, displace residents, and damage critical infrastructure. The economic and social consequences of such events could be devastating. Rising sea levels bring a multitude of challenges. Coastal flooding, once a rare occurrence, could become more frequent and severe, putting lives and property at risk. The relentless pounding of waves can erode coastlines, swallowing beaches, and jeopardizing coastal development. Another insidious threat is saltwater intrusion. As sea levels rise, saltwater can seep into freshwater aquifers, contaminating the UAE's precious freshwater resources. This contamination could have dire consequences for agriculture, drinking water supplies, and the delicate balance of coastal ecosystems. Section 5. Shifting winds. Global weather patterns in flux. The melting of Antarctica is not just about rising sea levels. It's a complex phenomenon with far-reaching consequences that extend well beyond the immediate vicinity of the ice sheets. The influx of fresh water from the melting ice sheet can disrupt ocean currents, which play a crucial role in regulating global weather patterns. These currents are responsible for the distribution of heat and nutrients across the world's oceans, maintaining the delicate balance of our climate system. These currents act like giant conveyor belts, distributing heat around the planet. They transport warm water from the equator towards the poles and bring cold water back towards the equator, creating a global circulation system that influences weather and climate. Disruptions to these currents can lead to changes in precipitation patterns, more frequent and intense storms, and shifts in regional climates. For instance, areas that once experienced moderate rainfall might face droughts, while regions accustomed to dry conditions could see unprecedented flooding. The precise impacts of these changes are complex and still being studied, but they have the potential to alter weather patterns far beyond the polar regions. Scientists are working tirelessly to understand these dynamics, using advanced models and historical data to predict future scenarios. The goal is to prepare for and mitigate the potential adverse effects on ecosystems, agriculture, and human societies worldwide. Section 6, the UAE's changing climate. From deserts to downpours? The UAE is known for its arid desert climate, but climate change could bring about unexpected shifts in weather patterns. While the exact impacts are uncertain, the region could experience changes in precipitation, with some areas becoming drier and others wetter. Extreme weather events such as heat waves, droughts, and flash floods could become more frequent and intense. These changes could have significant implications for water resources, agriculture, and human health in the UAE. Section 7, beneath the waves. Impacts on marine life and fresh water. The marine ecosystems surrounding the UAE are teeming with life, from vibrant coral reefs to diverse fish populations. However, these ecosystems are delicate and vulnerable to changes in their environment. Rising sea temperatures, ocean acidification, and changes in salinity can disrupt marine life, threatening biodiversity and fisheries. Furthermore, saltwater intrusion into freshwater aquifers poses a significant threat to the UAE's limited freshwater resources. This contamination can harm plant and animal life that depend on these freshwater sources, further impacting the region's delicate ecological balance. Section 8. Adapting to a new reality: strategies for a resilient UAE. The challenges posed by a melting Antarctica and a changing climate are significant, but they are not insurmountable. The rising sea levels and extreme weather events are a wake-up call for nations around the world, including the UAE, to take immediate and decisive action. The UAE has a history of innovation and adaptation, and by taking proactive steps, it can build resilience and mitigate the worst impacts of climate change. From its early days of rapid urban development to its current status as a global hub for technology and innovation, the UAE has always been forward-thinking. This spirit of innovation is crucial as the country faces new environmental challenges. Investing in renewable energy sources such as solar and wind power can reduce reliance on fossil fuels and mitigate greenhouse gas emissions. The UAE's vast deserts provide an ideal landscape for solar farms, while its coastal areas are perfect for harnessing wind energy. These investments not only help the environment but also create new economic opportunities and jobs. Implementing sustainable water management practices, including desalination and water conservation, can help secure freshwater resources. The UAE has already made significant strides in this area, with state-of-the-art desalination plants and innovative water recycling programs. By continuing to develop and implement these technologies, the UAE can ensure a stable water supply for its growing population. Building seawalls and restoring coastal habitats can protect against rising sea levels and erosion. These measures not only safeguard infrastructure, but also preserve the natural beauty and biodiversity of the UAE's coastline. By investing in both hard infrastructure and natural solutions, the UAE can create a resilient and sustainable future for its citizens. Section 9. A global challenge: Antarctica's fate and our future. The melting of Antarctica is a stark reminder that we live on an interconnected planet. What happens in one part of the world can have profound consequences for people and ecosystems thousands of miles away. The fate of this frozen continent is inextricably linked to our own. Addressing this global challenge requires international cooperation, scientific research, and a collective commitment to reducing greenhouse gas emissions. We must act now to protect our planet for future generations. Section 10. Our shared responsibility: acting before it's too late. The future may seem uncertain, but one thing is clear: we have a shared responsibility to protect our planet. Every action we take, no matter how small, can make a difference. By reducing our carbon footprint, supporting sustainable practices, and advocating for change, we can create a more sustainable future for all. We must remember that we are not separate from nature, but a part of it. Our actions have consequences, and it is up to us to choose a path that ensures a healthy and vibrant planet for generations to come. Section 11. A call to action: protecting our planet, one step at a time. The challenges we face are significant, but they are not insurmountable. Let us embrace innovation, collaboration, and a shared commitment to protecting our planet. By working together, we can create a future where both the deserts of the UAE and the icy landscapes of Antarctica continue to thrive. Let us be inspired by the resilience of nature and the ingenuity of humankind. The time for action is now. Let us choose a path of hope, sustainability, and a shared future for all.